side, just like game number 1. And Drow's got to go. I wonder if this is going to be a Wisp.
What adjustments do you think will be made during this draft? Well, both of you obviously, but 你觉得他们在 BP 阵容上会有什么调整？
感觉还是要办 Veno 吧，还是要办剧毒。
Can you talk about that? Because you guys had an answer for the Venomancer. You had the tree, and maybe the Naga. And can you talk about this hero, especially EG? Because I think this has been the most distinct hero that any team has really used recently. 就是分析一下，就是这剧毒为什么好像只是 EG 比较善用啊？可以说是他们一个绝活特长，在这场比赛中，你能分析一下这剧毒的作用和你们怎么针对它吗？
他就是利用自己打野高等级，然后或者是也可以线上去帮忙，就是帮自己前期就是度过前期扩大优势，然后来保护自己，其实变相的保护自己另外两条路大哥，围魏救赵嘛。
And so it's a versatile hero. Obviously, you've seen it jungled a lot. It can be jungled or sent into the lane, and really just secures an advantage early game and helps protect your other like carries and farming heroes as well by extension.
Well, this time he will get the ban by OG. It does leave out some juicy picks, so let's see what they were trying to get for themselves. EG do not really hesitate in using that first pick advantage to grab up the Warlock for themselves. Now OG could be a toss-up between a couple of things here. Obviously, Ogre's still in the pool. We'll have to see what they decide to pair with it.
Warlock is a good hero.
Yeah, he is, right?
Combo with a lot of heroes.
Pretty much anyone with team fight. Fatal Bonds will be there to definitely amplify the damage there. Batrider is going to be the first grab. That's an S4 special. One of his best heroes, if not his best hero in the game.
Do you think they'll go towards something like a Keeper of the Light here, since they want to, I mean, Warlock is so good at team fighting, they want to maybe go toward splitting the map up a bit? I know OG likes the Keeper of the Light a lot, and it gets banned very often.
I mean, it's the greatest hero in the game, really. So,
yeah, of course.
You know.
你觉得他们 BP 上会更偏向，比如说分路推嘛？因为否则团战去打术师就是你说很不舒服的。
哦，他们这就是想打线上的优势。
Once again, trying to maintain that advantage in lanes. And I wonder if this starts to add up over time. So against EG, you see everybody basically bans the Wisp against them because they all think it's such an important hero for Zai and for the team. In fact, they said that when they first formed this new team as well. And then now they have to ban the Venomancer, which they don't against other teams. And so that's almost, in a sense, 2 extra picks if you're in EG's pool. I don't know how you feel about that.
Does he think there'll be like a mini patch after this tournament, but before the major, that they might balance down things like Ogre and Warlock and stuff like that?
你觉得就是说本次比赛结束，他们会不会再出个新的小版本，就是减一下这些英雄的优势，就是削一下？
有可能，如果就是到那个时候，这种优先级还没有改变的话，肯定要改一下。
那你说 yeah, seems like probably if their obvious strengths are still so pronounced, they might do that and make some changes.
Is that the heroes though? You think that warrant some sort of attention? Would it be like the Warlock and the Ogre? Those are just the first 2 that stand out to me. I don't know if Drow deserves any sort of attention, or even the Venomancer and such. Do you think it's just like those 2 heroes that's the problem?
你觉得就是这几个英雄该被削吗？比如说术师和蓝胖，还是小黑什么也该被削？
我觉得术士该削一下。
Warlock.
Warlock.
Warlock. He's just really, really good.
Warlock is so bug.
You're Wings Gaming, though. You guys are the team that normally will just come up with some sort of creative answer to Warlock. There's no answer, not even from Wings Gaming for Warlock?
No.
Not a brewmaster? Not a panda?
Things always have answer, but it's hard than others because he's too bug.
He's just really good.
他加强了很多个版本。帮我翻一下。
加强了很多，就是队员的。
没有他。Warlock 这个英雄加强了很多。
加强了很多。He's been buffed too much. He's been overbuffed.
Yeah, the strength buff, the Shadow Word buff, strength gain, many different.
So he's just like one of those like support heroes. I was even putting Pugna in this category that just continues to get a lot of love in from Ice Frog, just micro buffs over time, and it's not until a captain's like, why don't we try out Warlock or why don't we try out Pugna that you suddenly realize this hero is very, very
The
good.
suddenly realized part is interesting because people have pointed this out before. Like with Juggernaut, someone said that he'd been buffed like 6 straight times, dating back like 2 years, and then suddenly he just, for that 6.84, he became like the go-to carry.
Yep.
And sometimes like the hero's already good enough, but he's not yet quite popularized, and he just explodes.
People-
6.84. That was a
People
that was
just
a fun
find new
patch.
ways, like new ways of like enabling the hero as well, like the Mask of Madness, a killer build. You get like so much farm increased with mana sustain. Oh, they actually so OG changed it a bit this time, banning Timber instead of Morphling, because they've been banning AM and Morphling in 3rd, 4th pretty much every time, because EG's playing that very split push oriented Artesian hard carry. And yeah, I mean, they're just looking at the picks in general now. It's like, we have the Beastmaster versus the Batrider, Initiators versus Vision. So fairly even draft so far, though, from what we're seeing.
I got a question. It's a bit of a Greek question that pulls us away from this game again a bit, but only
Mhm.
because you mentioned 6.84, and we know that tirade of like
ban it.
Sniper, Jug, and Troll Warlord and stuff. Does Faith Beyond have a particular patch in the past that he hated the most? We've had the era of Tinker way back in the day when he was able to farm up Ancients. We've had that Troll Sniper era. Was there any specific patch in the past that Faith Beyond's like, I'm so glad we don't have to worry about that anymore?
Let's bring that to a question that I've heard from the fans too. Like, is there a historical team that you would have loved to play against or anything like that?
Ooh.
就是两个问题嘛，就第一，我们刚才讨论就是6.84的版本特别讨厌，就是那个巨魔和火墙的版本。你有没有觉得就是最近哪个版本对你来说是很讨厌，你很不喜欢？然后没有。那第二个问题是，就是你从小长大时是崇拜哪支战队，或者你要是可以转回时间跟以前的一个有名的战队作对，就是交锋的话，你会选择谁？
交锋。像那些国内老牌大牌，什么eHome什么这种，
就是比如说2009年
嗯。
So the old eHome squads from
Old eHome.
Old eHome.
yes
Yeah.
WC eHome.
Mm-hmm.
The old legendary eHome. Not DK? That's what everyone wants to hear him say. The old team DK?
不是 TI 是 DK 吗？
DK, yes, DK is also good.
Yeah. Ah, the good old days.
So looking at the game,
Yeah,
take
yeah,
a
but
look
that's
at
important. That's
what's
important.
going on a
That's
bit.
pretty important, I
So
guess.
EG, of course, they banned out the Morphling themselves, feeling like OG might take it. OG insta-picks Alk, EG insta-picks AA, obviously very good versus Alchemist. Also gives them like stronger lanes. Support duo, maybe a little weird with the AA Warlock because they don't have any lockdown between the two of them, except for the ultimate, of course. OG responds with Oracle, obviously to remove the Roar and able to kind of move him out of position of getting like blown up with the Ice Blast as well, of absorbing a lot of magical damage. And then EG responds now with an Invoker to give them some more like control and just more team fight in general. And this Invoker enables them to be able to split push a lot throughout the entire game as well with Beastmaster Vision. And Sunstrike AA with Beastmaster, it's like pretty devastating without having to really move to commit the heroes to actually gank.
Yeah, definitely. There's a bit of a global presence there for EG to be able to execute in that mid game and just assassinate heroes across the map. You would think also, I like the note you made about the Oracle pick, because you'd think at first, like, oh, you pick Oracle and AA, that seems kind of weird. He's a heavy support, a healing support, a paramedic, if you will, and AA could shut that down. But with the power of that Fate's Edict, you just see so much value in that spell in this particular game that
It's definitely still not ideal playing Oracle into AA. Obviously, your ulti is completely countered from the Ice Blast effect, but you're able to, you can remove the Roar and have him at least move out of position of those type of spells in case it's not placed perfectly.
And he's usually I've seen a lot of the teams pick up a Glimmer Cape on him, and Glimmer Cape would be wonderful this game, I'd imagine. So he's going to be bringing a lot of utility through the game to help out with this magical burst. Final ban's coming out from OG. They get rid of that Arteezy Lifestealer here, and now we look to EG for their own final ban.
Alk's been quite an interesting hero for these last two series, and when these teams faced off earlier in the tournament, you had Anna on that Alchemist the first game, really got farmed and came back and turned the tide. EG pretty much did the same thing, but the other way around in the first game of this series. But it seems they have an answer ready for it, I guess from the AA, or they were prepared for this Alchemist and left that in the pool, feels like.
Do you, I'll ask actually, Faith Beyond, do you like third pick Alchemist? Or usually save?
I think they are afraid EG third pick Alchemist, so they pick at third. Of course, its fourth pick is better, but they are afraid.
So like a deny pick almost?
EG has think about it. When they pick Alchemist, they pick AA in 3 seconds.
Okay, yeah, got you.
Now we see the classic Faceless Void here. Oh, I said classic, but we already have a Beastmaster in the game. What is Universe playing here?
You played Venno last time.
I mean, it's looking like a safe lane farming Faceless Void, I assume. Or do you think there's something else going on here? A jungling Beastmaster 4 position? Or
The more obvious is obviously is the Faceless Void in the short lane, but I mean they did throw the Veno in the off lane before. I think more than likely it'll just be a jungle Beastmaster though, and maybe they'll they're just gonna do some standard stuff.
你觉得他们会怎么布阵容？这是大哥 RTZ 虚空吗？
当然啊，不然呢？
Ooh,
don't see this guy very often. Terrorblade and Alchemist in the same team.
I don't remember what tournament it was, but this wasn't too long ago. They put Sumail on AA mid. I don't think that's gonna happen this time. But
We've seen. Well, we also saw like Oracle mid at Starladder
Yeah,
by
yeah.
him. We've seen Pugna mid by him.
oh, that was a
He's-
tournament. Starladder.
it was Starladder.
Starladder.
Yeah.
That was even Peter, who was on the team at the time, came on the couch. He's like, I don't know what that tournament was all about. He's like, we were just
We were just
doing-
talking about it
He's like,
before,
we were
too.
just doing
It's
something.
like, are they trying to punish him or something, or like, what are they doing?
I don't know.
How do you feel about this Terrorblade into Warlock as well? Warlock is quite good versus Terrorblade. Beastmaster very good at catching Terrorblade.
But Terrorblade is they pick Terrorblade for push.
For push, for
Yes.
split, yeah.
If he can push tower, Alchemist can carry the game.
Okay.
Everybody buckle up right now. It's time for OG versus EG. Get settled in. We are going to lead things in with a little bit of a pause here. Crit says he needs to use the washroom here.
Yeah, in a sense, this looks very similar to what OG did against EG Game 1 in the earlier series, where they have the 4 heroes get towers and make some space and just let Anna do his thing.
Mm-hmm. I was like bantering a bit with Peter, like PPD, before this game, and we were looking at the Lifestealer pick from EG last, and we are like, oh, we thought Terrorblade or something maybe would be better, so they could do exactly that, but they picked the Lifestealer, so it was nice to see at least Terrorblade. This is first Terrorblade of the tournament?
I don't know. I definitely don't think I've seen it before. First Terrorblade, I think so.
Yeah.
TB 有一段时间很火的，不过突然不用了，你觉得有什么原因？ I asked him a bit about Terrorblade, and he was very prominent for a while, but he's fallen off a bit.
Just gonna.
We're just going to look at it again. Again, guys, don't worry. We'll release all these fun little family pictures. I want to ask Faith Beyond because we are in a bit of a pause, and I try to ask this question to any player who comes on the couch. What they feel about like the summit and compared to the other tournaments. You know, a lot of these other big majors, obviously, are high scale, or maybe you're just in front of a crowd that's getting all hype and stuff. Summit, quite the opposite. An invitational, it just happens inside a house. You play your games inside of a bedroom. What is that like? Do you like it better? Do you like it worse? Does it, some people, they think they're comfortable in that kind of scenario. What does Wings think?
Yes, we also think it's comfortable and we like it, and we can talk about talk with the other players more.
Yeah, you guys are always, that's the thing, is like you're always bumping into each other, getting some lunch. It's not that hard to just go, hey, so what do you guys think about this?
Is Bulba your favorite person to talk to?
No. I don't like Boba.
We were talking yesterday, Bulba, who was trying to, get a little close with the Wings and, pick their brain a little bit with the help of Jack. Wings apparently not appreciative of that. And as we see the early ward game coming into play here as we get underway for Game 3.
The good luck, have fun after they deward as well. It's my favorite.
The BM. Does Wings ever BM at all? Do they do a little bit of the BM game, Or are you guys very,
你们会做这
have you ever been
种
BM'd maybe, that you were actually like tilted a bit from?
这种比如说嘲讽的这种动作，就是故意去惹人家的嘲讽，你们会做吗？
可能我手会比较贱一点吧，就没事站在别人脸上把装备丢一下什么的。
Oh, he says he'll, his hands get a little itchy to do that sometimes. Maybe he'll put some items on the ground for a little bit.
I saw Blink using Assassinate over and over and over on people yesterday, so.
Oh, that gets people so mad.
他看到就是跳刀不停的用那火枪大嘛，然后取消到火枪大，然后说这个是好像会惹人崩的。
Envy hates that. So if you guys play Envy again, no. Don't be afraid.
他告诉你下次打艺术家就这样惹他。
OK，
So they're trying to go for a first blood here with the smoke play. Trying to catch the Warlock when he catches the range creep. Will they get there in the side shop in time?
We've seen games where these kind of side shop ambushes have led to some good early game momentum a bit.
They did this the last time against EG as well out of the tri-lane. I think they won that tri-lane very early on by killing the Drow, I believe.
They have
I think Warlock
Bloodlust.
is dead.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
running
Warlock
in.
is dead.
Zai very deep, trying to just fend off the bat, and now they're looking to make a jump onto him. That was probably a full charged Fortune's End right there to lock Zai in his place. But the chase is on with 5 stickies, though. It should certainly do the job, and that's going to be first blood going the way of S4. They ping out Crit, but he eats right through the tree and heads south, right towards the tower. Be another Fortune's End, but it's going to be too deep on this one. And, well, away we go. First blood going to be awarded to OG on this as we get into what looks like a possible try-on-try lane. So lots of aggression expected here in the bottom. But that will free up things for the mid laners, too, so that they can get their one-on-one, which mid laners are going to be happy with.
I think it's an easier tri lane for EG though, naturally, just because the 2 range supports. But unless they just get beaten down by Bloodlust and Sticky,
Zai's in trouble here. Can he get one more Sticky off at the end? Zai's going to be able to creep himself away and frantic to try to make it back and heal up a bit.
once they get their sticks and everything, it should be a little bit easier. And the wave's pushing so hard into them, but it is still, yeah, the first blood is definitely good for OG to give the space to S4.
Looks to my fast.
Yeah.
How?
Alacrity.
3.
Yeah.
12 and 3. We just saw this reverse matchup in the last game here, so Sumail looking to show on how it's actually done on the Invoker. You know, how do you actually square up against the Alchemist?
Well, last game, Sumail, the last time they showed up, going back again to that previous series, Sumail went Quas Wex that game, and he was able to kill Anna a few times before he came back. And so that's something to watch again, like, how does Anna start off this game?
Yeah. I think going Alacrity is very cool for the Invoker this game, though, versus the Alchemist.
上次玩冰雷卡，Sumail 单杀了他，然后他发育比较慢，后来才赶回来的。
是啊，比较慢。
And obviously, like you do on Terrorblade, dishing out that Metamorphosis whenever possible to zone back the offlaner and kind of claim the lane for themselves. While the action really continues here in the bottom lane. Good stun. They're waiting and anticipating the time walk, which Arteezy will commit here, but he's already got 4 stacks now.
Dead.
He's dead for sure. And that's the end of it. Faceless Void goes down, and OG on the up and up. Now 2-0, and a Precious Core takedown on that. Oh, got him! Sword Strike will make connection right there, and EG will get themselves on the board. Nice move there from Sumail.
Arcane Rune Bat Rider, very fun.
Yes.
Many a stickies for very cheap. Very nice. Arteezy already back in the lane now, but you know, how devastating is this to EG in the early game? Are they're still holding okay here in this bottom lane, or is this very?
It puts a good amount of pressure. AA and Warlock are very level dependent, and they can't really move naturally, so this kind of forces them to stay there and they're not able to really pull and get their levels. And it also really pressures Arteezy's farm. So it's a nice little starting move by OG, but I think we'll probably see them, at least, yeah, the Oracle will go top and Ogre will kind of just run around.
26-11 CS now for Sumail.
This is a very similar formula to that. I don't want to keep going back to that game, but where they put a lot of people into the safe lane to pressure Arteezy, slow him down a little bit, and it feels like he has to do a lot this game, both in terms of the ults and the damage output, and so not sure if this is the best situation for them, and they'll start losing towers soon to TB as well.
Yeah.
Sumail gets that DD top and it's quickly just canceled out from the Fortune's End. Very nice.
Universe is doing quite decent top lane though. 13-4. Standard Universe, you know, very consistent.
If Faith Beyond was playing Beastmaster this game, would he be happy? Would you be happy?
No. They have like Oracle. Is that called? He can 就是解掉我的大招。
They can take off roll.
Remove the ult, yeah.
That's true.
你分析一下局势，现在这双方 like what are some of the goals and objectives for both sides?
苏妙现在很肥，炼金对线被打爆了，这是个隐患。但是炼金去清野了现在，然后现在一就是兽王在上路单，就是兽王应该有等级，然后就是看兽王节奏。
So Sumail's got a big lead out in mid, and then Anna's going to head into the jungle now to pick up some farm. But it's really going to be on the Beastmaster to try to bring some pace for his team.
And we'll see as he continues to truck on forward to get to that level 6 fast. And we can see the early smoke play, but we still see fisticuffs happening here at the bottom. Sunstrike will be off the mark on this one as Jarek's actually heads south. Now rushing back and away, but not going to be able to make it out from the burn power of that Warlock. So he gets dropped, and the game's evened up now 2-2, but both the kills were just on Jarek's Ogre. Well, now we have no tail here.
What the?
In the bottom lane.
That was kind of unexpected. Just see Terrorblade bottom when
And
tower is still up top. They don't want to
They
pressure.
pulled him off, and who'd they throw up there instead? The
Giving
Oracle
Oracle some
to solo
experience.
farm?
Yeah.
So like with that tri-lane, they need to catch up some XP in the supports. Also, he wasn't able to stack as much, so they probably had to rotate a support up there to help the Alchemist.
Interesting.
And getting the False Promise online sooner than later is probably pretty nice when you're going against a Beastmaster. But yeah, nonetheless, No-Tail shows up bottom, goes into Metamorphosis, starts getting some shots in on this tier 1. Turns into a pretty awkward spot where, again, Arteezy has to second guess even moving in for CS. And in fact, Jerix is kind of taking him for himself.
This is a very good move, actually. Taking this tower is very important.
Yes.
Can't do anything with this Ogre. Now S4 even coming in from the north, bumping back and looking to take down the little Warlock, and it looks like they should be able to here. Arteezy standing and fighting, knowing he has that time walk to fall back on, trying to help out, but they just can't seem to muscle any respectable damage, man. Zai's able to hold on quite a bit with the help of that heal, but eventually they'll be able to burn him down. And this bottom lane, OG really looking to kind of own for themselves. Sumail's here now. Sunstrike! Got him!
Mark.
Right by the tree. Very nice rotation there from Sumail to get some.
6-minute Midas.
Yep.
Very well timed.
This is the OG want to see. Use Terrorblade to push tower as quick.
Looking to kind of put the pedal to the metal here before Sumail can develop into a late game invoker problem, and obviously before EG can put together that strong team fight. We were mentioning in the draft, your Chrono and Ice Blast and Roar.
As an offlaner, you're often playing against other teams' carry and supports. Which teams do you think are the hardest for you to play against as an offlaner?
We should look at this match first.
Okay.
This matter is coming.
It's like, Jack, shut up. We got a fight coming. They're smoked up with that Roar, and they're hoping to find a target here.
It's very important that Universe is able to find stuff.
He's not finding anything, though. OG residing elsewhere here, but oh, yo, to low ground he goes, but we do have crit right there. He got off a really nice early cold feet, and as you can see, it will be able to proc with the way he was locked down so long, and that is back-to-back takedowns on the Bat Rider here. So Blink Dagger could be prolonged a bit. And good moves for EG. We're hoping for Universe to be able to find something. Well, he got something.
Jerix is just running at him.
Yeah, he drops a ward too, right in the jungle to see where this Alk could be farming or Sumail,
He
but
is dead.
he's gone a bit too far now. And he's gone. Sumail gets the last hit, and he's on a killing spree. Look at this.
Did they see him ward?
Ogre.
I don't think so. It looked like they saw him, but No-Tail's moving very well. Every time he can, he's just porting to a lane and going to beat on tower with Metamorphosis.
Doesn't have treads yet, just the Aquila for now, but here comes
Chrono.
Sumail as they jump into Chrono and catches onto 2, and they put their focus onto the Alchemist here, but with the Fatal Bonds, the damage does spread between both of them. No-Tail looking to re-engage and goes for the fight with his Metamorphosis here. It's going to force EG back. They already take down the Warlock, and now they're looking to go for Sumail. They'll get that one too. He had that killing spree bounty, and they'll take it for themselves. The follow-up kill could be crit, and they get that. Double kill for S4. What a beautiful recovery for him is he's able to get out the lasso pullback on Arteezy, but he does have that time walk, makes it back out. But look at this army of OG swarming him to the tower, and they will take him down just behind that tier 2. All OG right now as they pull ahead 7-5.
Ooh.
OG 打得真的很好，他就是完美的执行了他们想要的那种，他们先三个人下去，让他们的战友等级很不高，就是很低，然后才能打出这样的效果。
OG is really playing very well. They're executing their game plan, and putting that pressure in that tri-lane kept the experience on EG supports very low. And obviously, both of those two want level 6s as soon as possible.
Just like we were saying, like their team fight is not that good without AA and Warlock 6. If they had either 6 there, it would be totally different. But yeah, the aggro tri-lane is really hurting EG right now.
Starting to see the pressure on Arteezy there too, because he has that control role, but where's the damage output coming from without that Sunstrike?
They didn't kill anybody in that Chrono.
And if he's not able to get like significant farm going for himself in the bottom lane, like where do you go next? You have Sumail and Alk kind of trading through the jungle right now, and it looks like he might just hightail it all the way up to the top lane to find some recovery farm on that Faceless Void.
Very, very good movements. Very, very good game plan from OG so far.
We'll have to see where they want to put their attention next. Securing that bottom tier 1 and mid tier 1 removes those close access points if they want to move in and do this Roche here. DD Rune, making it a bit tempting, I guess.
I don't know if the EG ward just expired. I think it saw them going in the pit as well.
They're waiting for the Bloodlust. Look how big Terrorblade is. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And now begins to go to work on the Roche here. EG don't seem too privy to it.
400 damage with acid spray.
Very nice. Oh, that Roche is going
That is
for
some
sure.
Ursa speed, Roche.
That is Ursa, yeah.
Whoa. All
That-
right.
DD rune.
Yep. Aegis on Terrorblade. So what should OG do now with this Aegis here? Are they using it to kind of create some space to bulk up and farm and then make their push? Or is it grab the Aegis, now we move forward again to EG and pressure them?
They have to care A level. If A have level 6, they can't push very fast, and they just use this agent to farm more with
Okay.
alchemist item. But A has level 6 now. They can't push.
Definitely going to be
Farm game.
very tough right now. Yeah, they're going to have to hit the grindstone of farm right now. It could be too easy of a setup if EG get off a wonderful chrono and ult.
They want to kill alchemist. Oh, no.
Swing and a miss. He actually doesn't even pull the trigger on the AA ult because obviously then you don't show your opponent that you already used it. So he'll hold on to it for now.
Great vision from OG. All 3 lanes have a ward in them, so they have pretty much every idea if EG tries to go for a play.
眼位很丰富。
Let me see Invoker pick up his Yules now, so
Yule Scepter. It's a bit different than...
does it get rid of anything that's a problem? Doesn't really look like it. Sticky.
But if you're EG, what do you think they should do?
They just want gank now. They just want to catch alchemist, but there's no chance. OG
Alchemist-
knows this. OG just want to farm safety.
Yeah, OG are the ones in control right now, and definitely in control of the farming game, so looking to kind of beat out EG in the economy front.
Arteezy's not really... He's struggling to find a place to farm.
Yeah, he's been running all over the place. Just acknowledging him going to that top lane, and now he's already away from there and trying to look elsewhere right now. He still falls behind even his Beastmaster in terms of net worth. But here EG are looking to change it up, gentlemen. They got a smoke. It's time to go middle. We got level 6s. We got Rock. We
Yeah.
got Ice Blast. This is EG's time, baby. Let's go. Let's see what they can get done.
This fight is important.
Very, very important fight for EG here to take, but we'll see how OG are prepared possibly for it. They're coming in towards this tier 1. A TP right in the middle by No Tail here. EG are just up north. Looks like they're going to consider jumping in. Oh, the chrono is a swing and a miss. A rare one from Universe, catching just back in behind, but they still will be able to get the finish on that Aegis. But I think EG, are they going to just consider stepping back and away at this point? It looks like they will.
Oops.
One chrono for one
it
Aegis.
got the kill?
Zoning Chronosphere.
Zoning chrono?
It's a chrono for an Aegis.
That's an Arteezy void, by the way.
I think they were obviously hoping for a lot more from that, though.
They want push.
So yeah, chrono is down. TB can put a little pressure, but they still want to wait for Alchemist. Does he have Relic? He should have Relic at least, right? Yeah, very soon.
Very soon.
Oh, he went a different build. He went 2 in stun, less in Greevil Greed, more in everything else.
Ice Blast. Not even going to get the catch there. It looks like on a no-tail. Lasso grab here from S4. Pulls up. Back in behind. There you see the Roar come out as a counterplay, but the Rock also will be coming out right now just before the Warlock does go down. They'll follow it up with a Sumail grab. And now it could be OG really on the up and up. They even sunder onto Ana because they know he'll regen all that life back. And suddenly, No-Tail's ready to play some more, guys. Rock is out of the game. I think Chrono's also on cooldown. What can EG do to stop a push already coming in at just about 15 minutes?
This is before Radiance Alchemist too. This is very, very bad for EG.
Looks like we are getting closer to the chance of a new Summit champion here. At this rate, if EG are not able to hold on to it, a team that's taken the most summits, if I'm not mistaken. But now it looks like they're just, they even lose their tier 3? It looks like they were able to kind of be.
That was very big though. The Warlock Golem was used, and they couldn't take a fight at all because Sumail got jumped on first. So it was very good play by S4.
EG should just leave that tower
Just leave
too.
it.
Yeah. They don't have a ulti and chrono.
Yeah, about 30 seconds before they'll be back up.
They still have a chance when they have ulti.
We'll see if they can stall things out till that point, but that means OG can continue to farm, and they have that Alchemist, and they are happy to play that farming game for now. I think I yelled out Universe Chrono in the
Yeah, you
last
did, you
fight.
did.
That's my bad.
Don't worry.
Just so used to seeing the Universe Chrono, but that's like, no wonder it missed. It's RTZ. No, I'm just kidding.
Shots fired.
I'm just kidding. But nonetheless, wasn't ideal for EG at that moment, but not losing too much base at the time. And now we already see Hoods rolling out here for OG.
He's got such a long ways to go, especially if he's still going for that Lincoln's first that you've seen him avoid.
Yeah, I mean, this aggro tri-lane completely messed up everything that they had, at least in their plan, in their minds.
Now we got Radiance Alchemist, bloodlusted up. Things ain't gonna be getting any easier here for EG. Now to the bottom lane here. Dragonlance and Yasha. Imagine Manta in the future here for this Terrorblade.
It's really hard for EG to push lanes out too. Like OG has much better split push, and OG doesn't have like amazing wave clear and easy ways to just like force the lanes in. They have to like Invoker is the only one who can really commit to full split push. I mean Beastmaster, once he's online more, he can, but that's not really, I guess, the Beastmaster wants to do more.
All right, jump in lasso. They do get the Yules off fast, but this Warlock is going to get dropped. No rock for him. Ice Blast will be committed. It's on the Alk, who already has the false promise onto him, so won't get any heal there. But man, he just rushes and runs right through Sumail as if he's made of paper. OG quickly wiped the floor with 3.
That is, yeah, this is very, very hard for EG.
This Alk skyrocketing up and out of control in the net worth department, and Arteezy on the other side still trying to recover his way into a Lincoln Sphere. Obviously he was not there to participate in that one, but
actually they have chance, but because Alchemist is not very 就是不是特别的
不是特别肥。
这样的说一下。
Because Alchemist isn't that farmed, he thinks that they still have a
Yeah.
chance.
And the Invoker is fat, so but they need EG open the fight, not Bad Rider. If Bad Rider open the fight, they are hard to win.
not easy when you're going against an S4 Bat Rider.
This moment.
But now EG smoke and move. They didn't have the rock for that last fight, and now they're hoping to get the catch here. Creeping closer into OG Woods. Inching on in.
They might find 2.
Might find an illusion. Oh. Aye. He's out of there. Walks back out. Just avoids the trouble, and I don't know. See an Ice Blast? I wonder if OG are like, let's push.
Quite low cooldown.
What is it, like 60? Something
40.
Like that. 40? Oof. Yeah.
Or 45, sorry.
You better be sorry.
My bad.
Okay, here's S4 though. Nice little convenient invis room for him. We have EG nearby farming out the ancient camp. He's flying that way. He's gonna go for the jump. Okay, he's taking flight. Jumps in, grabs Sumail, kidnaps him, brings him to the lower ground towards the team. We have Boots Travel coming in from the Alchemist, and a stun to charging up. Sumail's dead for sure. Well,
Nice
Faith
purge.
Beyond, you said S4 can't start the party. He starts another one right there. Gets the quick kidnapping of Sumail. Now he's out. 40 seconds. No buyback. What are EG gonna do?
Pressure time. Metamorphosis is up at the same time too. This is very good for OG.
You got Chrono, you got Rock, you got Ice Blast. These all sound like great high ground tools here, but without the Invoker getting involved, I don't know if the damage is going to be there to really do some work onto OG, and they begin to just go to town on these racks.
They still have to watch their positioning with to make sure they don't all get bonded. Because if once Invoker respawns, they can still take a fight with Chrono if it's nicely placed.
There's the Ice Blast. The Roar, though, connects, and they shift him on back.
Oops.
Jarek's very deep in. Gets a new force to get back out. It's a bit awkward right there, but looks like Ogre may walk away with his life. All right, he'll be fine.
S4 forced him in, right? I think. Forced him into base by accident. But he lives. It's okay.
It's all good. TZ, who was not there, will secure the top tier 2. Pretty sure he has his Lincolns now.
If we are EG, we will say, oh GG, we can't even kill Ogre.
Yeah.
You're not usually a team that's like quick to GG though. Because, I mean, do you guys think, like, are you a team that recognizes like if the game is done, you just GG out, or do you always hope for like that one final hurrah kind of a
就是
thing?
你们好像是不会很快放弃的，就是你们不会说哦， 不浪费时间了，就 GG 上一盘你们会就是尽量努力去翻盘的。
Sometimes we will GG fast.
Yeah, especially if it's like a game 1 or even a game 2 where you have an advantage. But game 3,
Yes.
you might hold on to what hope you
Yeah.
can, for sure. So EG not looking to tap out so fast. They will believe in their high ground and their opportunity to kind of turn this one back and around. But Sumail's got quite the game ahead of him. We haven't been able to see him pick up too much since that Yule, since he's been kind of picked off a couple of times now.
Yeah,
And
Fly able to just use the what's it called? Force Farmers? No, that's
Fortune's
Fortune's End.
SQ?
Yeah, Fortune's End. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can purge off the Yule Scepter and bring him down.
Yep.
From the Yules.
It's like one of the only easy skills you can purge someone while they're in Yules. Yep. Now that's the tier 2 going down. Only one more outer tower remains here for EG. 13 to 5, and as you can see by the net worth, OG claimed those top 2 spots with the Alchemist being up and above.
It's just like we mentioned before. It's very hard for EG to push these lanes out, and they're gonna have a tough time to deal with these illusions, all this illusion spam from the Alchemist and the Terror Blade. It's pretty much only the Invoker who really can push out, but he's very fearful.
Smoke here from EG, maybe anticipating that OG could be moving back towards that Roche, and they're hoping to kind of get the jump on him, but yeah, Jarek's, of course, the bodyguard, walking around, scouting anything, trying to pop some smoke. But they've been able to kind of rotate all the way down here.
They only have 2.
Yeah, only 2-man smoke.
And Universe is not going to be able to get close enough. Tries to at least get some wildlife in the air to provide a little bit of vision, but I don't think EG are going to be able to make it there. They have a team fight that you would think would work wonderfully inside that Roche pit, but getting there is a whole nother journey. And it looks like just back to being inside the base here if you're EG. Feel confined and choked, but you know, that's OG's game plan, and they've been able to fall through with it since the laning stage. But gems coming out now for EG. They're hoping to kind of get rid of some wards and maintain that defensive vision, but I asked this question last time when Aegis was picked up. OG have the Aegis now? Still want to slow down and farm, or now is it time for OG to get going with the Aegis?
They can just wait 2 or 3 minutes to up their item, then at engine's last 2 minutes go high ground. If they don't make mistakes, they will win.
It's a big if. We'll see. It's OG. Migrate their way here towards the bottom. We'll see if they heed the advice of Faith Beyond and try to farm their way into getting those next clutch items.
They have a lot of gold unspent on their heroes, like 3,000 on
Yes.
Alchemist,
Yeah.
He
2,000.
So a lot of money.
Yeah.
He's a bank walking around right now. But they're confident to put him out in front. He's got that Aegis and just mantas up and begins to chunk away at this tier 3. Waiting and anticipating, and oh, they've spot some cheeky plays here from EG trying to come straight north. As EG are getting spread apart, trying to find the right opening here to make a go.
I like Fly's positioning. He's all the way on the other hill to make sure he doesn't get caught in anything. But they all have so much money. They have like 10,000 gold on OG's heroes. I think, yeah, they should probably spend their money and then come back.
He really should to farm an item.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know. Alchemist is
你
waiting
觉得他
for
该
here.
出什么装备现在？
Probably
云龙仙
Shiva slash AC or something.
Yeah, Faith Beyond says Octarine.
Octarine now.
It's
Okay.
progression.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot he doesn't have it yet.
Of
yeah.
course, that.
Oops.
The Alknaga, of course. But they pull off and away, so it looks like they may wait out for that 2-minute mark on their Aegis before they go on the offensive here. Just kind of still taking up most of the map, taking up most of the farm. There's that Octarine now. Any new items coming online? It doesn't look like it, as it's time to go. This is the final outer tower for EG. OG with their eyes on the prize here. Just a fight or so away from potentially moving on into those finals where VP do await in a best of 5.
You try to wrap around the side here if you're EG and just catch them unawares if you can. I don't know how you fight into this in the front.
Sending in the Alk Illusions though, trying to get those supports withered away in the back lines. They will proc the cold feet, but EG hesitant to pull the trigger right now.
This is such a
There's the roar.
hard defense.
Sun
So
out.
hard.
They force him in. Sunstrike is where he was, though. I don't know if that was the force of OG or not, but Alk is back outside. Still with that Aegis. Tier 3 not set much longer for this world. There's the jump in, there's the lasso grab. It's going to be on the Warlock. Oh, they could get rid of the rock before it's even going to have a chance. It's out. 30 seconds, no buyback. Here's the jump in from Arteezy, gets off the Chrono, and with the Invoker combo, can they get the finish on the Alchemist? They can't even burn down his Aegis. He just pops the ulti and he'll be fine. And EG know that their day is done here. They will be eliminated from the Summit 6, and it looks like our grand final will be OG versus Virtus Pro.
I think this aggro tri-lane thing that they did was super smart to put down the They put down all 3 heroes. They made this Void get super late, level 6. He was also very underfarmed. Warlock and AA got 6 after 10 minutes. So I think the decision to do that aggressive was very